Is that real? You ever get to, like, fly in a war or something?
Blew away 6 Taliban in Pakistan just today. Now I'm going home to barbecue.
Okay, all right.
Vic and I went to the movies. We saw a movie called Good Kill. I had no idea what this was about. I hadn't seen any trailers. I didn't even know Ethan Hawke was in it, but he is in it, and so is our old friend Bruce Greenwood. Is that right?
Yeah.
January Jones, who, of course, you know from Mad Men. She
And
plays
Zoe
Don
Kravitz's, Lenny Kravitz's daughter's in
Well,
this,
I was
too.
still talking, but okay,
Yes.
Zoe Kravitz
Yes.
is in it as well. January Jones, I wanted to give her a shout out. Mad Men's coming to an end. This is the kind of movie she's going to be making.
Right.
Or maybe not. I don't know. Good Kill is about drone warfare, the little planes that hover 10,000 feet above war zones and decimate the people on the ground. And you just keep an eye on things, sometimes decimate. And I've always wanted to see a movie like this.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept,
But
isn't it?
this isn't the movie that I wanted to see, though.
Well, it just feels like it's an after-school special, like trying to be so pessimistic and so clearly not objective about the subject matter, and all we see is the deterioration of Ethan Hawke's character over the course of the movie time. His sanity starts to escape him because he's got this removed from all of the good kills that he is accomplishing.
Good kill.
And yes, this is timely content, it's in the news right now, but it just felt like we were being thumped over the head for the whole movie to say drones are bad.
We like to dress it up in fancy language. Prosecuting a target. Surgical strike. Neutralizing the threat. Make no mistake about it. We are killing people.
Whenever we see one of these great war movies, we're always kind of waiting for the ways in which the main character psychologically deteriorates. Here, what Ethan Hawke's character wants is he wants to go back to the real war, where people drop real bombs and fly real planes and stuff like that. But instead, he has to suffer with this remote war that they play inside of little enclosed areas where they're playing. It's like they're playing PlayStation and Xbox, and they make lots of references to video games over the course of this movie.
They do, and there are a couple of moments where there are peaks in the film, and you've got a couple of interesting speeches, really, from Bruce Greenwood, who goes out in front of a bunch of recruits and says, this isn't effing PlayStation, you know, like when you press the button, somebody really dies. I liked some of those grounded moments, but then
listen,
they kept coming back, though. That was the problem.
Always.
They overdid
it's
it.
It's a series of didactic, insulting speeches for anybody who has an opinion about remote warfare.
Yes.
You know where it's all going to come down. You know the people are going to look like jerks. Everything in this movie is so predictable, and it doesn't go in any direction or inhabit any organic space that you kind of want a war movie to inhabit. I don't feel like I learned anything from this, even though I wanted to see a movie about remote warfare.
The one thing that I will applaud Andrew Niccol, who is a good writer-director who's given us some great movies before, I liked his camera positioning style. I liked the antiseptic locked-off camera shots and lots of stillness and lots of moments that way, which is in direct contrast to something like The Hurt Locker, which was trying to project the out-of-breath craziness of what Jeremy Renner's character was going through in that film. Because this is so staid and antiseptic, the way that they're dealing with these good kills. And I think that was the right choice there, but many, many poor choices in terms of fleshing out an interesting story with some real gravitas, real sort of meat to sort of latch onto.
I just think there is a better movie here, and we'll see it maybe in a year or two, but this is not the great movie that I was hoping for.
No, not at all. It's a disappointment, and it's another disappointment in movie choices.
And for Ethan Hawke.
For Ethan Hawke, because he is a good performer, and I think he does some fine work in here. I think Bruce Greenwood does. I think January Jones does. But they don't get a lot. They don't get a lot to work with. This is pretty dismal stuff. What are you going to give Good Kill?
4.5.
Yeah, same from me. 4.5.
EP's movie coverage is brought to you by Nintendo. Check out Xenoblade Chronicles 3D for the new 3DS.